Hello, Clifton High School. Welcome to the project lesson today for the leadership program, which is all about the amazing word of compassion. Now, you will have learned what the word compassion means in your lesson last week, but today we're going to try and put it into practice. So how can we be compassionate and show compassion towards others? So I was thinking, how do humans show compassion to each other? What is compassion? I think compassion is probably the most important human trait that we have. It's the very best thing we have as humans that we can show to other people. Because it's really all about showing someone, a stranger, a best friend, a mummy, a daddy, an auntie, a brother, a sister, a grandma, a grandpa, any other human or any other animal, that you actually really care. Isn't it lovely to know that there are people who truly care about you? So, what I'd like you to do just to start off, and you're only going to have 1 minute to write down as many people who you know care about you and show compassion. You're then going to talk in your group about those different people, and then we're going to watch a video, and the video shows lots of different images about other people showing compassion. What I'd like you then to do is to think about what compassion means in terms of showing love, showing compassion and kindness to someone who's in pain, or someone who's sad, or someone who's suffering. Because compassion, a big part of it, is sharing someone's pain. Watch the video and we'll have a discussion after.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, for no one can feel those of your needs that you won't let show. So just call on me, brother, when you need
long list of all the people who love you and show you compassion. Now, what I'd like you to do in your groups is I want you to think about any time that those people have been unhappy or sad and how you can show compassion to those people. What have you done in the past to show them? And if you didn't, how can we be the very best people we can be and show compassion in a certain situation? For example, if my brother lost his wallet and he was very sad about it, how can I show compassion towards my brother, share his pain, and make him feel better about it? Think about specific examples from the people who show you compassion, and then think how you can show compassion towards them. You've got 5 minutes. Enjoy in your groups, discuss lots, push yourself outside your boundaries, and really challenge yourselves to show that you understand the meaning of compassion. Awesome, well done. So, compassion is not just about sharing people's pain, however. Humans are a very, very intelligent animal compared to a goldfish or a budgie. We have lots of emotions that we can share with each other. Compassion is not only about sharing people's unhappiness, it can be about just making their day. So we're going to watch a video now about a shop assistant and what a couple of shoppers decided to do to show compassion and make her really happy. Enjoy.
My friend told me he often went to the same little corner grocery store in his neighborhood. One day, he realized that though it was usually the same woman working there each time, he hardly ever noticed much about her. He felt shocked at himself and thought, for all I really pay attention to her, she might as well be a cash register with arms. So he went into the store, determined to actually pay full attention to her. The first thing he noticed was that she was singing along to something playing on the radio, and that she had a really beautiful voice. When he said that to her, she responded with a wide, radiant smile. As soon as he told me that story, I realized that I too often went into the same store and also had hardly noticed that woman, except for maybe a vague sense that perhaps she was a little grim. I made a plan. I'm going to go into the store, say to her, I heard you have a really beautiful voice, and watch her get really happy and give me a beautiful smile. But when I went into the store, actually paying full attention to her, the first thing I noticed was that she was already smiling broadly. Wait, what happened to a little bit grim? I realized again how much of a person we miss when we don't pay attention. People are people, not pieces of furniture. We each have a life, a story, changing moods, joys, sorrows. And if we pay attention to one another, we recognize that, and our lives are enriched by a continuing sense of discovery. That's the opening to true compassion. Sometimes we think of compassion as a gift, which we've either gotten or we haven't. If we haven't, we're out of luck. Or we think of compassion as some kind of emotional reaction that spontaneously erupts out of us. I think of compassion as a natural result that comes from actually paying attention. That means we can continue to cultivate it.
So it's interesting, isn't it, that compassion can make people feel so happy and smile. And they don't necessarily even need to be down in the first place. What you can do is make someone's day. Wouldn't it be so lovely if you, as a person, can give compassion to different people and make them feel happy? I think that would be phenomenal. So, what I'd like you to do now, in your groups, you're going to list 10 people and think about an action or words where you can be compassionate towards them and make them feel really happy. By the end of next week, so by the end of term, I'd like you to actually action what your thoughts are. So go out of your way to be compassionate towards someone you know. You've got 5 minutes to write the 10 people and 10 actions that you are going to do to be compassionate. Lots of good ideas, lots of sharing ideas. Let's work together and be the very best people we can be. Good luck.
Compassion in action. What's that all about? First, let's talk about compassion. Compassion means caring about the feelings of others and trying to put yourself in their shoes to understand how they may feel. It feels good when people take the time to listen, to understand, and to care. When you take the time to understand others, you can get along better with them. Having compassion brings us together and helps connect us. We add the words in action because we need to do more than just try to understand others. When we see that someone is hurt or troubled, we can do something to help get rid of their pain. We can take action and do something to make them feel better. This is having compassion in action. Compassion in action takes courage because you have to be brave and step outside yourself to understand others. Then you need to have the courage to take action. If you see someone is hurting or has a problem, you do something to help and to show you care. We can never really know by looking at someone what their life is like or what problems and sadness they may have. We can let someone know that we are there for them. We can really listen to them and try to understand their feelings and their troubles. We can reach out and be a friend to each other. Compassion in action can be little things like smiling at someone, saying hi, holding the door open, giving someone a hug, sharing our things, or just listening. It is also bigger things like including others, standing up for someone who is bullied, getting help for someone in need, being a friend to someone who is lonely, or helping someone with a problem. Think of all the ways that you can show compassion in action. How does it feel when someone shows compassion to you? When you practice compassion in action, it not only helps others and makes them feel better, but it makes you feel good too. Imagine what the world would be like if everyone cared about each other and took the time to listen and understand each other. Imagine if everyone practiced compassion in action and tried to lessen the troubles and sadness of each other. Compassion in action is a bridge that connects you with others. It brings us all together and makes life better for everyone. Here's your challenge. Can you start caring for others? Can you do something every day to make someone feel better and be a friend to others? Watch how compassion in action changes your life and the lives of others. Let's show compassion in action.
Awesome, Junior School. I cannot wait to hear about all the compassionate things that you do for 10 random people over the next week. What we're going to finish off with is once again showing compassion, but to each other in our own class. Your teacher is going to designate one person in the class, and you're going to stand up and you're going to be compassionate, show them compassion, and be compassionate about a really good positive thing that will make them happy and smile. Remember, we are aiming to be the very best people we can be, just like Jolly Ollie. Enjoy and be compassionate.